Cruise lovers, it's Captain Jack. I got about 5 minutes to the military appreciation on Carnival Paradise. Carnival does it real good, so I'm just getting a little head start before everybody starts talking so y'all can hear what I gotta say. Thank you for watching, and if you like this, please subscribe, like the video. So we are on the first sea day, the second day of the cruise. And yeah, I served in the military, U.S. Army, Infantry Division, so I'm here to see what's going on and show y'all what it's all about. See, we got I'll pan around the room and y'all can see what we got going on here. This old timers. I'm 50 years old, but you know, we got some guys from Vietnam and real, you know, serve our country real good. So this is happening. Normally on other cruises it happens in the theater, but this is in the Punchline Comedy Club area, so that's what's fixing to happen. You can see the sign up there, so somebody should be up here later on, and I'll just hit pause until they come.
Thank you for coming out, everybody. This is always a special moment for all of us because we get to celebrate all of you lovely people who've done so much, not only for our country, but for our world. So first off, let's hear it for all our veterans out there. Now, if you don't know the history behind our military appreciation event, it is my pleasure to tell you because it was actually a friend of mine who got it all started. Her name is Jamie D. She used to be a cruise director with us. She's actually retired now, having babies. But basically what happened was when she became a cruise director, I grew up with her as a social host. That's what we used to call the fun squad way back in the day. And I was a baby dancer with her. But when she became cruise director, on her ship, she started to notice that their high-tea military gatherings were growing and growing and growing. Now, if you don't know, on almost every ship that sails the 7 seas, we definitely on passenger ships always have a high tea. But with a lot of different companies, we also expand that to be a military meet and greet, a time where you can have a table on the side and anybody from the military that met up with each other can have that space for military members to just chat. We know that you guys meet each other all the time. We know that sometimes you recognize each other from hats, from your shirts, but also a lot of times you'll be in the middle of your cruise, you'll turn around and somebody that you served with just happens to be on the ship with you, and that happens all the time. So with that, we always offer that space, and you can even do that on our last sea day. We'll have another one for our military meetup at around 3:15. Now as well, don't forget that with that, it's offered to everyone. But on Jamie's ship, they started to notice that it was growing and growing and growing. She was getting calls from the Major D saying, hey, just so you know, we had to add an extra table. We had to add 2 extra tables, 3 extra tables. And so when she noticed this, she actually talked to Carnival and she was like, hey, do we actually know what these numbers are? And so they looked into it and they found out that Carnival Cruise Lines has more active and retired military cruising with us all the time, more than any other cruise line in the world. And so because of that, Carnival and Jamie put their heads together and they said, let's do something more. Let's do something a little extra special. And so that's where the beginnings of this came into play. Now also, this is special for a lot of our team members because not only do we have a lot of veterans that work for Carnival, but a lot of us come from military families. I myself have 2 grandfathers. One was in World War II, the other was in the Korean War. My dad was in Vietnam, and then my youngest sister's husband was Special Forces in Iraq and Afghanistan. So this is my silly little job's way of being able to give kudos and thanks to my family every single cruise. So once again, thank you all for coming out. Now we like to get this started in a classic way with the national anthem, and normally we would have one of our playlist performers here to sing it for us, but unfortunately they are opening shows this week, so they are actually singing right now on the main stage. So instead, we're gonna sing it. Oh yeah. joined by Miss Leanne Rhymes. Leanne, come out here. I'm kidding. She's just her recorded voice. But she's going to join us, so if you can and you'd like to, go ahead and stand and join us for the national anthem, everybody. I love it when we sing, and one of the things I always want to tell you is never, ever, ever let anybody tell you you don't have a beautiful voice. Every voice is beautiful, so let it ring out, you guys. Thank you, everyone. I was thinking beautiful when we sing together. Now, lovelies, I know that between the separate branches of our military, there might be just a little bit of sibling rivalry. Maybe we see that every week. Maybe just a touch. But we're going to celebrate each and every one of them. So please, when yours is mentioned, please stand up and get the adoration and applause that you so richly deserve. As well, we're going to be singing your songs, so I hope you've been practicing. I'm kidding, the words are on the screen. I got you. Okay, guys, starting off with the Army! Thank you for your service. Next up, we got the Marines. On the halls of Montezuma, to the shores of Sicily, inside our country's battles, in the air on land and sea, justified for right and freedom, and to keep our honor clean. We are proud to wave the title of United States Marines. And we thank you for your service. Next up, the Navy. This one has a bit of a bill. Next up, lovelies, the Air Force. Next up, lovelies, the baby branch of our military, Space Force. Do we have anyone from Space Force today? Oh, yay! It happened! The reason I say it happened is because when I came back from... It's your baby? That's okay. We'll take it. I'm taking it as my good luck charm. Because when we came back from the pandemic, I took an extra long break after that first year. And when I came back, Space Force had been added to our screens. And I didn't know. And so my very first time clicking through, I got to the end and I was like, oh, Space Force. Oh, here we go. And I had someone from Space Force. And the funny thing is the best thing is all of your eyes. Because you all go, oh, you do exist. But also, it was great because every contract after that, I had someone from Space Force, like on my very first time. On my very first time back, again. And I cover other people's vacations, so I go from ship to ship to ship. And every time I've had, and I finally got someone, a representative, even though it's your baby, I'm counting it. You're my Space Force. Now, also, lovelies, I think Space Force is awesome because it's also just like my little sister. I come from a blended, mixed family. His, hers, and ours, very Brady Bunch energy. And my little sister is the connector baby between my two parents and our families. And Space Force is like that because it's made up of people from all the different branches of the military. So it's a great little connector. So, now, lovelies, we've also got their song. So let's hear it for Space Force. Give me a good clap, everybody. And for our mom with our kiddo. Who wants to laugh? And we thank them for their service, lovely. Now, also, we would like to thank the people that help us out personally all the time. And actually, they come to visit us every 6 months. Let's hear it for the Coast Guard, everybody! Thank you for joining us, friends. You'll be happy to know we passed our last test. Thank you very much. Here we go, guys. This one's got a build on it as well. Thank you for your service as well. As well, we would like to thank any of our other, military units, whether you're in the reserves, whether you're with the Merchant Marines. We also want to thank any of our personnel that work on the bases that help take care of you when you're at home, as well your civilian personnel. And as well, it's a huge world out there, and we cannot make it without friends. So let's hear it for our international allies, everybody. And of course, all of our emergency services, whether it's our police officers, our firefighters, our EMTs, all of them doing the good work to keep us safe and help us out around the world as well. But most importantly, the people that we definitely want to give a shout out, and I believe especially in our military people's hearts and minds, they're the people that take care of you. the people that are your support, the ones who, whether you're home or away, are your home. So make sure, you guys, let's hear it for our military families, everybody. Military families, stand up, get the recognition you deserve. We know how much you sacrifice. We know how much you give all the time. And we are thankful for you and your help to our military men and women who are so greatly appreciated. And I know our military men and women, of course, think of you first. Now, also, it is never easy when we lose someone. It's never easy to say that final goodbye. But that pain and that hurt is multiplied infinitely when it happens during times of conflict and war, and especially when those people never get the chance to come home. As you were coming in, you probably saw our prisoner of war and missing in action table set up to recognize all those that we've lost throughout the years. If you wouldn't mind, please join me in a moment of silence for all those that we've lost, for all those that we remember, we keep in our hearts, and most especially for those who have yet to come home. Remember that taking that time every once in a while, whether it's for National Prisoner of Wars and Missing in Action Day, which was just about a little over a week ago, or just at home with your friends and family, to remember those people you cherish and have lost is the best thing you can do. Keep their memories alive and share their stories. I know my family has a big tradition of talking about the ones we miss, because that's the way that their memory lives on. So never be afraid to do that. Now, my loves, next up, we have my favorite part of this, which is called the open forum. This is a chance to speak, to talk, and to listen. A lot of people use the open forum as a chance to tell other military men and women about organizations that are doing great work out there, that are there for our veterans, supporting them, but maybe aren't getting enough play, and people don't know about them and aren't utilizing them. Some people talk about ways that you can navigate things that are tough for our military men and women, whether it's the VA, whether it's groups that you can reach out to speak with. Whatever happens in the open forum is exactly what's supposed to happen. Sometimes the stories are belly laughs. Sometimes not a dry eye in the room. Whatever happens is what's supposed to. Sometimes we have wall-to-wall talkers and I have to cut you because we gotta go to dinner. Sometimes no one speaks at all. And like I said, whatever happens during this is what's supposed to happen. Usually if just one person raises their hand, I'll bring the microphone around. I won't force anybody to talk, but if you'd like to, just raise your hand up and I'll come around with the microphone.
All right, I'm not singing karaoke, yes? That'll be later on. Good afternoon. So thank you for your service. Thank you for all the support from our families, our friends, There's one wish I always do. I always wish that we could squeeze in everybody that is in this ship right now. Because this gathering is not really for us. We already know what we did for our country, yes? We already served, we already fought, we lost some loved ones, so we already know that. The people that needs to know are the people that's in this boat right now. So I really wish we could squeeze this in, all of them, right in this room. And let them hear who we are, yes?
Amen.
All right, so we have a warrant officer over there. I think we have a sergeant major here somewhere. But I always take advantage of this event, yes? So if you look at my face, I have 4 tattoos. 2 turtles, a scuba diver, and a mermaid. The 2 turtles represent my sisters. They both joined the Air Force for 20 years each. My dad 21 and my mom 21 years. As you can see, 82 years of enduring Air Force, yes? I did not lose any one of them in any war. We lost my sisters in the battle of cancer. So, my dad gave me away when I was 17. In 1979, I joined the Army. I told my dad, I'm not going to join the Air Force. I'm going to join the Army. In 1979, I joined the Army. 23 years later on, I retired. Iraq happened. I got recalled 7 times. So instead of keep going back and forth, I rejoined the Army for another 20 years. So I did 43 years. So, but that's not. Thank you. But my family is not the absolute reason why I'm still standing in front of you, yes? They are not. The only reason and absolute reason why I'm still alive and why I'm still standing in front of you is because of my troops. The troops that I lost in Afghanistan and in Iraq. They're the only and absolute reason why I'm still standing. They're probably looking at me right now, down here, and saying to our sergeant, you better enjoy the rest of your life. They are the absolute reason. If there is one event that Carnival does for us, is this event. I've attended this event now for 207 times. I live in this cruise ship, yes? So if you guys gonna come back, you're more than welcome to come and see us again, and you will see us again. Polly is my neighbor actually, and the bartenders over there are my neighbors. So one favor, do not forget our troops. Do not forget our military. Without those 2, it has been proven many times in different countries. You will not have a country if you do not have those 2. So I thank you for your service. I thank you for all your families that supported you. And may God bless you, and may we see you again in this cruise ship. Yes? God bless you. Thank you.
You guys think he's kidding? He does live here. How many cruises is it straight, Louis? 27. Woof. Okay, lovelies. Now, anyone else? Right over here. And I see back there as well. I'm coming. It's a little bit of a maze, so you gotta wait for me.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Robert Tyler. I'm from a little small town in Alabama called Dothan. July 18, 1968, I boarded a plane in SeaTac. For those of you who don't know, that's Seattle to Tacoma Airport, headed for Vietnam. When I walked across the tarmac headed toward the bus going to the plane, I heard my name called out. I'm 3,000 miles away from home. Had no idea that somebody would be there that knew me. Lo and behold, from a small town with about 40,000 people, I had 5 friends with me going on the same plane. The 6 of us went over there, and let me tell you something. It was a shock, but it was also a surprise, and we had a good time. The only thing is, only 2 of us came back. I've been retired now ever since 2002. I joined the Army. I retired as a command sergeant major for 31 years. And every time I'm on a Carnival cruise, I give homage to those 4 who didn't come back. The reality of it is, the ones here or who are sitting here are blessed. Because all of us signed that paper, not knowing where we was going to go, not knowing what we was going to do, at any time or any place. I've been in 3 conflicts: Vietnam, Grenada, Desert Storm, Desert Shield, and you can add Operation Freedom. All gave some gave all. Thank you.
Okay, kids, let's get into it here. I'm Dutch, 173rd Airborne, 65, 67, Vietnam. I want everybody to know that the fact that we get old, we take a code of conduct when we were in. And in the code of conduct, I'm not going to go through the whole thing, but I'm going to just say a little bit of it. It says, I will never forget that I am an American fighting man, responsible for my actions and dedicated to the principles which keep my country free. I will keep faith in my God in the United States of America. I'm 79 years old, and I'll live by that code until the day I'm dead. And I look around at all you old men, I guarantee if some shit came down, I don't know what we'd be doing. Might be washing dishes, sweeping floors, doing whatever, but we would give it our all. Thank you, Carnival, for doing this on every cruise I've been on. And every cruise I've been on, I love coming and seeing all these old men, because I know that they were all young at once. Okay, have a good one, kids.
I am not somebody who was in the service, but I think we should acknowledge the caregivers who are taking care of our veterans. I am one of them. A lovely woman had him while he was in the service, but I have the honor of taking care of him now. 2 years ago, he had suffered a head injury that was not service related. And I cannot thank the Veterans Administration enough for the care that they have given him. I know there's a lot of bad stories from the past with people who don't want to deal with the VA. The VA did this to me, they didn't do this to me. But the VA that we've been dealing with for the past 2 years has been amazing. I think if you look at a medical bill that says that the helicopter flight, the brain surgery, everything that he had done to him was going to cost $813,000, you would just be devastated to think, how am I going to take care of that? the Veterans Administration paid the whole bill. So besides the VA, there are those of us who are at home taking care of our veterans, and I think that they should be thanked as well.
Thank you, gentlemen and ladies, for your service. I truly appreciate it. My name is Jack Wagner. I have with me Ed Charles. I'm the commander of the Military Order of Purple Heart, our combat wounded veterans here in Southwest Florida. Ed lost his arm in 1967 in Vietnam. I was hit a couple of times and spent 5.5 months in the hospital. I truly appreciate everyone being here. And again, let's last but not least, let's recognize our combat wounded veterans.
I want to reiterate, where's this gentleman? It's for the people out there. I've been attached to rear detachment casualty. I have heard people shamed for trying to get their benefits, for what they're due, because people look at them and say, oh, they gave you that. No, you earned that. Every one of you that sat there with bombs blowing above your head, your family didn't know you were hundreds of miles on the other side of the line where you shouldn't have been. I had to meet 4 airplanes before I got my soldier back. They lost him somewhere. And nobody understands, unless you live that life, the amount of emotional stress that comes with that, because you don't know. We had some of ours didn't come back. You know, and I saw women that did not want to go and get their benefits because they were shamed by others. You know, well, you're going to get free stuff. You know, that was said to some of the women. You're going to get free stuff. I got to tell you, that free stuff's not going to bring back anybody's loved one. There's not enough money in the world. Or soldiers that sit back and they deal with PTSD and people shame them because that's a mental disorder. You weren't there having people shoot at you day and night, worried about your family, trying to stay true to your brother or your sister next to you while you're worried about your family at home. You know, they think the military is paid this ungodly amounts of money to do what they do. It's not about the money. It's the heart that people have for the military. And you see it inside of this. So you're right. The people out there need to understand it's a condition of the heart. Everything that you have given and you have sacrificed is because you love your country. And I hear even military that will put down their own country right now. You fought for this. It may not look good right now, but you gave for this. You sacrificed. You lost people in this. This is our country. That is our flag. And I don't know about you, that means the world to me. And I'm thankful to get mine back, and I never forget I've got a brother-in-law that lost his life. We have friends that didn't come back. But when I see that table, I saw them sitting that up, and I remember looking at the gentleman and saying, yeah, that's right. Because our greatest homage goes to those that did not come back, because they did give everything that they had, and their families gave everything that they had.
Hi, I'm gonna try to get through this. First and foremost, I want to thank each and every one of you that served, each and every one of you that stood behind your loved one. Thank you. I come from a big military family, and my dad is a Marine in heaven, praise God. And he gave me up to fight and die for the country. So for that I am grateful, because he not only helped me, but he helped us all. So I just want to thank you for that. But there's a group that we didn't mention today, Polly. And that group shouldn't be in the same sentence, so. And that group is the homeless veterans. And it cringes me every time I say that, because that group should not be in the same sentence. That group fought and died for us. That group gave their life. And some of them are still fighting for us today. And they have such PTSD because of things they have seen. And their brothers and their sisters, they're laying right that they saw die. But they gave up their life. You know, they gave for the fight. For the fight. And we just walk around them like, hey, stop. Pick them up. Pick them up for God's sake. Pick them up, please. Pick them up. And if you can't help them, find somebody that can. Find somebody that will lend them a hand because they fought for us. And I am very emotional. I've been on many Carnival cruises, and my support goes for the homeless veterans, and my corporation is Angels Amongst Us. And I have a store, I have an online store, and I have Airbnb, and the veterans that come, I give 25 to 50% off. Just take it. If you need a place though, and you're homeless, and my place is empty, you come and you stay there. Okay, you stay there. But I just beg you, and like PTSD is so real, and I'm so emotional today, y'all, because these poor ladies have been my rock. Especially this week. My brothers were Army. And thank you. Because one of them's with them today. Well, both of them are with them today, but one of them just passed away last week. So they suffered with a lot of PTSD. And I just beg you, help them. And thank you all for serving. And thank you all for being the support that we need. Keep fighting for this country. Don't let this country go down without a fight. Thank you.
I'm sorry, guys. I have to say this, right? I forgot about it. So, the people that works in the VA, yes, I have an utmost respect for all of those people that works in the VA. It's not the VA, it's the system. Yes, it's not the people that works there, it's the system. So, answer me this question. If I give you 43 years of my life, I have 8 DD-214s and my medical record, and I walk in that office and I have to freaking fight for it. Really? I fought for 43 years and you're gonna freaking tell me I have to fight for my benefit?
Amen.
So, I have never ever applied a single time for any VA. Why is that? I have to fight for it. Every one of you sitting in this room right here, right now, to include your family, deserve something. Because your family also sacrificed and endured all that pain while you were deployed. So to me, if I am going to fight for my benefits after I gave you 43 freaking years, then that is a big no. So I hope that all of you get what you deserve for what you did for our country. Thank you.
My name's Sharon. I did not serve, my husband did, but I was part of the FRG, and as I heard this young lady speaking, it reminded me of something, that wellness checks for our brothers and sisters out there, like we need to make sure we're doing them, make sure we're set, every time you get on social media, share the Veterans Crisis Line numbers. So many soldiers are still fighting battles that we can't see. We lost 3 out of his unit this year alone to PTSD. They just couldn't face the battle anymore. So That's what I heard say. They ended their lives out of Pittsburgh, the 316th out of Pittsburgh. So make sure we're sharing those. I was part of the FRG, and that was one of our big things. We go out in the community, explain wellness, and explain what PTSD was, and also back up our soldiers. Make sure you're sharing those, please, guys, and thank you.
I just want to thank Polly for hosting us today. It's an honor to be among friends, and I want to dedicate the song Yellow River by Christy to all of you. I love you, brothers and sisters.
I have a friend of mine, graduated from high school in 1965. He became a lieutenant in the Army. And to this day, he goes back to Laos, Vietnam, and brings back our servicemen that they couldn't find. He's dedicated his life in the Far East to learn their language, to learn the people, and these people absolutely love him. His name is Jim Price, and he does nothing but bring back our boys.
Well, that is exactly what the open forum is. Thank you to everyone who shared, and thank you to everyone who listened. Sometimes I think in today's day and age, that's what we need most of all. I would only add one thing, like my friend said here. Reach out. Talk to your friends. When you think of them, that's a sign. Reach out to them. Speak with them, call them. You're never being a burden. It is never too much to do that. I come up from a family and groups of friends, actually, who have all had a lot of mental illness problems in our time. And I know for a lot of you service people, you have gone through things that most people can't understand. But I can tell you from experience, from my friends, and from my family, my sister's husband, when he came back from his last tour, came back changed. And he had a very hard time. We were very worried that they weren't going to make it. The thing that helped him the most was you. It was people who knew what he had been through, people he could talk to, people who could understand. So remember, that power lies within each and every one of you. Now we have a small message from the president of our company to each and every one of you here.
Thank you for sailing with us. I'm Christine Duffy, president of Carnival Cruise Line, where we are so proud to welcome more active and retired military service members than any other cruise line. That's one of the reasons why we are known as America's Cruise Line. It's a privilege to honor those willing to give so much to preserve and protect our freedoms. And that's what makes this gathering so special on every Carnival cruise. We appreciate every opportunity we can to show our gratitude to veterans in the home port communities where we operate. And I want you to know how deeply all of us at Carnival Cruise Line appreciate you and your military service. Military service is especially close to my heart because it runs deep in my own family. Our son Sean served as a JAG officer in the Army. My father also served in the Army, and so did my stepfather as a Green Beret. And my 3 uncles each served in a different branch of the military, from Air Force, Navy, and the Marine Corps. So, when one of our ships was chartered for a unique Special Forces sailing, it was no surprise to my family that I agreed to jump at the chance to show my gratitude by accepting the challenge to tandem skydive from a World War II aircraft. My
That's
jump
cool.
supported military and first responders by serving as a special fundraiser for the Gary Sinise Foundation and to Wounded Warriors.
Hello, I'm Gary Sinise. In 2011, I
Lieutenant
founded the
Dan.
Gary Sinise Foundation with the mission to honor and uplift our defenders, veterans, first responders, and their families. With so many veterans in my own family, it is a mission that has been personally important to me for decades, and I'm proud of what we do every day to support our nation's heroes. We do this through the generous support of the American people and our incredible partners like Carnival Cruise Line. By hosting events such as this today, Carnival is demonstrating our shared promise to ensure that the sacrifices made by our defenders are never forgotten. I hope you enjoy today's program and join me in thanking Carnival for reminding us what makes our nation so special. God bless.
At Carnival, many of our employees are veterans, and as a company, we have long supported military families, and we remain committed to that mission today. Since 2015, we partnered with Operation Homefront to support their vital work, supporting military families across the United States.
I'm Alan Reyes, President and CEO of Operation Homefront. We're so grateful to Christine and to the entire Carnival team for honoring our heroes and for supporting our Operation Homefront mission. You know, as a Navy veteran myself, and as the parent of an Air Force spouse and an Army spouse, I know how important it is to our nation to have strong, stable, and secure military and veteran families, and how important it is for all of us to work together to support them and to demonstrate our gratitude.
It's important for us to honor service in lots of ways, here at sea through these events and back on land. Carnival Cruise Line is especially proud to serve as a founding sponsor of the National Medal of Honor Museum.
Hello from the National Medal of Honor Museum. I'm Chris Cassidy, the President and CEO. We are incredibly excited about our partnership with Carnival Cruise Line. Carnival's ongoing support of our nation's veterans and active duty military is truly inspiring. Your efforts to recognize and honor those who serve align perfectly with our mission to preserve the legacies of the Medal of Honor recipients. Together, we're helping to educate and inspire future generations through powerful stories of courage and sacrifice. We're honored to work with a brand that celebrates service and values the military community. On behalf of the entire museum team, thank you. Thank you, Carnival. Thank you for your partnership and for everything you do to support our heroes.
Our military gatherings here on board are one of my favorite parts of a Carnival cruise, and I hope you all appreciate the time that you have together at this event as much as we appreciate you. And on behalf of the entire Carnival Cruise Line family, we thank you and your families and hope that you and your loved ones have an extraordinary time sailing with us, because you deserve it. Thank you.
And as an extra thank you, we have a couple of things. Number one, we'd like to enter you in for our cruise giveaway. Every single person who served in the lounge, please, 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 whether it's current or retired, make sure we scan your cards before you leave. Don't worry, you don't get charged anything. It's just the easiest way to have that information. We don't have to write it on 1,000 little slips and mail them into the office every month. So with this, they do one drawing per month, and they'll announce it right there on Facebook, as well as John Hill's blog and Facebook page, and also contact you directly. All you have to do is just scan with NKNI at the back when you leave, and also grab your commemorative pin for coming out and joining us. But one more thing, we'd like to invite all of our veterans up to the front to take a photo all together. So come on up, all my veterans. Now, you can sit right along the edge if you don't want to stand. You can have a seat right here, or you can stand along the top or on the bottom. Come on down and join us, you guys.
This is one of the best ones I've been to, like out of 20. I almost wasn't going to come, but I'm by myself, but my wife loves coming, so I'm taping it for her.
A few more people coming in. Yeah, come down and sit. My tallies come to the back, and my shorties like me to the middle line. I'll come over by you later.
Maybe one day I'll win one of these draft raffles.
Next. Would you like to get your certification on that? Next. Would you like to donate to the operational grant? Right, here we go. Next. Would you like to donate, Jason, to the operational grant? Alright, here you go.
Thank you. Alright guys, I'm going to go ahead and end this video. This is one of the best veteran appreciations I've been to. So thank you for your support. Hopefully I'll talk to you in the future. Peace, love. This is Captain Jack signing off.